This video is for those struggling to maintain their positivity during these times where things seem so bleak. It seemed lately there's been a big push towards self-care, and that's not only for the body but for the mind. So we've come up with 8 tips that have helped us stay positive during these tough times.
Number 1.
Get a morning routine. The first thing that you want to do is have your morning routine down packed. It's the first thing that you do when you wake up. It's really going to help you elevate yourself. It's a good rule of thumb to assume that that first hour that you spend when you wake up dictates how the rest of your day is gonna go. I usually have some eggs and toast, but that's when I'm cooking. If Dom's cooking, she kind of spruces it up. Imagine it as you wake up at your resort, you get a call that your breakfast is ready, you go downstairs, you go by a cabana by the beach, and the waiter comes up to you and they have the silver platter and then they open it up. And whatever's on that plate is normally what Dominique is making that morning. So another thing that I add to my mornings is I always like to, keep up to date what's going on in the world. I might look at the weather, keep it light, maybe watch a couple Trevor Noah shows, and go about my day.
Number 2, changing your thoughts. I know this one sounds a little cliche, but literally changing your thoughts can shape the world around you. For example, ugh, I have to take out the trash, or ugh, I have to bring in the groceries. Change it from I have to I get to. Like, I get to bring in the groceries. I get to bring in the trash. Or instead of I have to go to work, I get to go to work because so many people would kill to be in the position that I'm in currently. So if we're constantly thinking negative thoughts, we're literally attracting negative things. Instead, if we shift our thoughts to a more positive thought, then we are attracting positive things to us, people, experiences, and all kinds of things. They will be attracted to you like a magnet.
Number 3, I'd say just reduce your social media and your general media consumption, period. The first thing I like to do is turn off my notifications. If my phone's around me, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna take a look at it. I need to believe that it's not there. And something that helps me is turning off my notifications, putting it in Do Not Disturb, and then I forget all about it. I might even go a step to putting it in another room, and that helps me a lot. It really helps me keep focused. Some apps that I've used to help me do this is the Forest app. The Forest app is great because it actually will put a sort of a block on your phone. When you have that up, if you move off of the app, it'll remind you that you need to go back to it, because the whole point of it, why it's called Forest, is when you stay on the app, you're helping grow a tree. And you can actually put real money into this app, and when you swipe off and you don't go back to the app, it'll charge you. So, and it won't charge you a lot, it's a few dollars, but that adds the extra incentive to stay off your phone. If you want to stay in the loop with things, there's new dedicated news apps that you can go to. I use one called Flipbook, and it's really great to just not have that extra distraction. If you're really trying to get on your productivity game, you could do that.
Number 4, stay busy or find a hobby. When we are not being mentally or physically challenged, it's easy for us to slip into a dark hole or a dark space, rabbit hole, whatever you want to call it. We've all been there. Staying busy plays a huge role in positivity. So fun fact, don't quote me on this, most humans, if not all humans, are happier whenever their brain is being stimulated. But say you handled all your responsibilities, your priorities for the day, you want to stay off of social media. Now what can I do to stay productive and happy? This is a time to tap into what really makes you happy and pursue it. So for me, I like to find DIY projects and figure out how to do it myself. So whatever it may be for you, do research, explore, don't be afraid to do something out of the norm that makes you uncomfortable. And you might find you all of a sudden have this new passion to do something you've never done.
If you found anything that we've said so far interesting, and you find value in that, go ahead and hit the like button. All right, so number 5 is to exercise and eat healthy. Those go together. I'm a big proponent of that. I feel like it's so important to not only have a strong mind, but to have a strong body, and with that comes good eating and good exercise. What do I mean by good eating? Just making healthier choices. That's the best thing that you can do. So instead of buying white bread, buy wheat bread. Just making choices like that. Instead of candy, choose fruits. When you start making incremental changes like that, you'll see a big difference in your physical health. You'll feel a lot better. You won't feel as sluggish. Sugar intake, you can find it in fruits, so you can have sugar. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you're coming down sometimes, it's good to have maybe a little piece of a chocolate bar or something to give you that extra boost. So when it comes to exercise, same thing. Tackle it step by step. Don't think that you need to work out 7 days a week. Start with 1, and then as you feel better, 2. And you don't have to do hour-long workouts. Normally my workouts are maybe 30 to 45 minutes max. And the thing about that, I know that there's a lot of questions surrounding where should I go to work out, especially during these times. For me, I've been exclusively working out at home. I have workout bands, I have a jump rope, and my yoga mat. And that's pretty much all I need. But the main thing when it comes to working out, I'd say, is just to do something.
Number 6, talk to somebody that you're close with. Talking to somebody about what you're feeling can really help get out of that negative funk that you're in and help you work through it. So keyword is work through. You don't want to just let it fester and boil up and pile on. When we don't work through what we're going through, then we don't fully deal with the issue. We usually just go for a temporary fix. We all have our own temporary fixes. So when I'm feeling super negative or in a funk, I'll call somebody close to me and just talk it out, just vent. Either way, you just want to talk to somebody that will listen or offer really good advice. That way we can get it out of our minds and not let it pile up on us. I will say you want to talk to somebody that will steer you in a positive direction. So be careful who you choose to open up to or talk to. That might put you at a more negative state of being. That doesn't mean that they're a bad friend or have bad intentions, but just keep it in mind who you talk to.
So number 7, have a clean space. It is hard to be in a good mood when the space around you is not clean. Having a clean space really reduces stress and all the distractions. Makes you a lot more social. If you're having family over, if you're having a friend or two over, it's good to have a clean space for them to be. They will look at you like you're that clean friend, and you also feel a lot better just having that clean space. Having bugs in your apartment, in your house, is disgusting. If you live in a really old house, it's understandable there might be 1 or 2, I get it. But if you're contributing to them, if you're feeding them by leaving out food on the tables, on the counters, on the floor, you shouldn't be doing that. Try to stop that at all costs. Maintain a space that is clean as possible, and I guarantee that you will feel better. Your friends will feel better. Your family will feel better, and they will all thank you for having an area where they feel comfortable in.
Wipe your counters. Number 8, the final tip, journaling. Journaling is really good for just boosting your energy and raising your vibration and bringing you to a positive state. Also, if you are going through a lot of things and you don't have anybody to talk to, journaling is such a good way to get it out and work through whatever issues you're holding inside of your head. So for me, I typically journal 2 to 4 times a week, and whether that be affirmations, writing down things that I'm grateful for, I just have a conversation with myself just to get my thoughts out. I don't have a structure of like what I do on a day-to-day basis, but whatever I'm feeling that day, if I need to show some gratitude, if I need to say some positive affirmations, feel like I need to manifest something, that's what I'll do. So for example, a couple days ago, I just felt pretty low and I felt myself getting into that funk. What I did was write out affirmations. So I am strong, I am happy, things like that. There's tons of YouTube videos on affirmations. And another good way is to just listen to affirmations. People have tons of Apple Music playlists that are literally just affirmations. And that's a really good way to train your subconscious into thinking you are whatever you say you are. So the number 1 journal technique that I use that has truly impacted my life is writing my intentions. Setting intentions can be so powerful and make a huge impact in your life. I have seen this right before my eyes, changing the way I thought. For example, I didn't want to go to work. I did not like where I worked. I had a coworker that was not too friendly to me, and I was kind of stooping down to that negative energy. So instead of me going into work and I read about setting intentions and being positive, I ended up changing the way I thought about this coworker, and I was like, I will kind of like killing with kindness. I ended up just saying, I'm gonna be nothing but positive. So setting my intention to, I will be positive, I will be kind, and I will come from a place of love, truly changed, and I actually had opportunities presented to me at work that I never thought I could get, and I actually enjoyed being at work, surprisingly. So it doesn't matter what style of journaling you use, what kind of tactic, tips, whatever you want to do, just write something down, and you'll be surprised how much better you feel when you're honest with yourself and you just get it out of your mind. That's all for this video. We hope these tips helped you guys. By no means are we a doctor or scientist in this. We don't study this, but these are just tips that have helped us, and we just hope that it helps anybody watching this video.
So like I said, if you found any value in any of the things that we said today, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. And that's all. Thank you guys. Take care.
Thanks.